All right. So we're going to use this this week. We're talking about trade, and we're going to use our basic model to our basic supply and demand model, and talking about economic surplus to analyze the issue of trade. So before we start, let me go ahead and just review something. So we have our demand, we have our supply. If it was, and let's make this. It could be any good. I'm making it tires, but it could be any good. It doesn't matter. And we'll run through both kind of cases, but let's first do the basic. So here we have this one. This would be our quantity, our equilibrium quantity, and this would be our equilibrium price. And the specific numbers do not matter right now. Okay, so we know that. Everyone should know that, right? So that's where supply and demand is equal. We have here supply is determined by marginal cost. Demand is determined by the perceived marginal benefit for the customers. And then we also have our surplus for our two sides. And so we have our surplus for the customers. So that is how much surplus they get above their price, right? They're willing to pay this much, but they only pay this much. So this is surplus. And we can think of this whole area. They're going to sell up. They're going to buy as long as their marginal benefit is higher than the price. And so this is our consumer surplus area. And then we can also think of, on the other hand, we can think of for the buyers and for the sellers, as long as, remember, their price is greater than their marginal cost, they're getting benefit from that. So they get this much revenue from that unit, but it only costs them this much extra, and so that's all benefit for them. Okay, so this is all review. I'm just going to go fast. Okay, so that will be our producer surplus, and maybe I should outline that one in black since it's kind of not showing up that well. Okay, so that is a world with no trade, and that's just a basic review of what the economic surplus would look like. So then our economic surplus is equal to the consumer surplus plus the producer surplus. Okay, and so that those two triangles together, or that big triangle, is our total economic surplus. So in the next video, we're going to show now that we reviewed this, we're going to show what this looks like with trade.